This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been quite some time that I've done video on my channel. Alright, so probably from now I'll try and do regular videos which will help you to understand more about Splunk, Splunk environment basically. Alright, so yeah, let's start. This video is specifically I'm doing to talk about roles and responsibilities of a Splunk administrator. All right, as you can see here, okay, Splunk admin roles and responsibilities. Now, just to let you understand, in Splunk, basically you have administration and the development part, right? So most probably, I mean, most of the activities will be performing as a administrator, where you have doing the troubleshooting and securing the Splunk enterprise and scaling the Splunk deployment, Splunk installation, data ingestion, managing the indexes and indexes. Now, if I look at each one of them, okay, like troubleshooting is, there are a couple of scenarios you'll be doing in troubleshooting, like if the data is not flowing from one Splunk component to another Splunk component, like working on the Splunk.log and also the Splunk enterprise security, right? Like if the configuration file issues not found, okay, like if the any spelling mistakes in the data, you'll be troubleshooting using configuration files, right, using btool command like Splunk home etc, go to bin folder, give that file name and btool. So this is the process. And sometimes you are troubleshooting the Splunk performance issues also. Okay, first you check the splunk.log and then troubleshoot all your saved searches. Try and find out is there any error in the saved searches which you already have it, and then if you still could not find anything, you need to install Splunk on Splunk app. Okay, check is there any errors on a dashboard, Splunk dashboard, and accordingly you will troubleshoot. There are a couple of scenarios you will troubleshoot in Splunk. So accordingly you will work in your project. Okay, that is about troubleshooting, and it is a really important activity. As an admin you will be performing troubleshooting. Now, securing Splunk enterprise, basically this comes, talks about entire environment you have. You have environment in your project, right? So you'll be taking care of securing the entire environment, that is Splunk enterprise basically. Now, scaling Splunk deployment, and you are responsible for the Splunk deployment process as well, right? So in the deployment, when the data when the deployment happens, right, so you will be the responsible for this activity, actually Splunk deployments. And Splunk installation is one of the very important activity. A majority of the admins will be performing this activity. Like I'm talking about Splunk installation using Linux basically. All right, so this is, we all know the process, right? So you go to splunk.com and take the wget command. Okay, you will paste the wget command in Linux, okay, in that particular server basically from the backend we are doing, right? So you paste it, and then the point here is you need to unzip the file as a first thing, and then you have to accept the license. These two are really important activities. Okay, like to unzip the file, you need to give command like tar hyphen xvf in opt folder. Basically we do that. Okay, Splunk home opt, and give that file name and unzip the file using command tar hyphen xvf. Okay, once this is unzipped, right, once the file is unzipped, you need to accept the license. Okay, the command to accept the license is a Splunk start hyphen hyphen accept hyphen license. Okay, this you'll be doing in the bin folder. Okay, you'll be accepting the license in bin folder. Okay, so this is how you basically do installation for Splunk, which is really important. Okay, now data ingestion is nothing but uploading or adding the data to Splunk. There are many ways to add the data depending on the file format that you have. If you have a JSON file or if you have a CSV file. Okay, so depending on the data, depending on the requirement, you will be uploading the data, you'll be adding the data. This is also called as ingestion. Okay, data ingestion. So this is what data ingestion is all about. And then managing the indexes are, this is basically tracking, I would say. You are, supporting, let's say, obviously, if you are working in any of the environment, okay, in Splunk environment, you will have forwarders, indexers, such as, right? So you will have few indexes, like let's say 10 or 15 indexes. Point here is, you need to manage these indexes, make sure nothing should go down, nothing, server should not goes down. Based on your requirement, it should have, data reach always, it should be 100%. Data reach should be always 100%. If anything goes wrong, or anything, if you see any server goes down, you need to immediately take action accordingly. A couple of projects, what they do is, if they do not have access to manage these indexes, they work with the Linux team, they work with the Active Directory team. It is completely depending on the client requirement. So point here is, as a Splunk administrator, you are major responsibility of managing the indexes. All right. So these are the, typical roles and responsibilities of a Splunk administration. Splunk administrator. Now, if you ask me the question, what are do I have any other responsibilities apart from these? I would say yes, because see, these are typically, generally, if you talk about Splunk admin activities, you can talk about them. Okay. In case if you want any specific project related, so depending on that project, you will be doing the responsibilities, or your roles and responsibilities will be changed based on the project. Okay, but typically these are the roles and responsibilities for a Splunk administrator. If you are preparing for any interview, or if you're learning the course of Splunk, this will really help you to understand the roles and responsibilities of a Splunk administrator. That's all I have in this video. I hope I have covered this for you as it is needed. If you still need any help, just let me know. Thank you for watching.